What's up? What's up? Let's get the pop-up chats. There you go. Man, I'm not gonna be listening to music right now. Okay. There you go. And let's add the Twitch. Let's get rid of that. Let's add Twitch. Okay. That looks good. So, I mean, I don't see anyone. Oh, hey, I got somebody on Twitch. Nice. So, I don't know if you want to like tell me where you're, watching from and whatnot. Definitely leave it on the comments. Oh yeah, I was doing this before, so actually, I'm gonna leave like that. Leave that like that. I will make this a little bit bigger, so I think I already have Zoom ×3 compared to my normal setup. So that way, maybe that's an easier time for you to see. But yeah, it may be too much Zoom for me. But either way, let's go through this. Let's put this up. Let's get the web app going. Put some music too. Okay, there you go. Haven't been able to, do too much development, but I have been doing something. So so we have this in order for me to reserve a meeting, like this very like how do you say, not obsolete, that's not the word, but I'm missing a lot of things. So I need to get the user ID, which now I have it in the state, and I know I'm using Next.js, but I don't care. I'm using the client side of Next.js. I'll use server actions when I see that I need to. That said though, so I'm using, okay, just kidding. So Redux doesn't seem to be activated there, and earn the handle right around. Alright, I don't care about that. No, actually I do care about that. It shouldn't give me an error because I'm using Zustand. Okay, there you go. So I'm not using Redux, I'm using Zustand, and there should be live chat. There you go. Welcome, blah, 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 learn more. I want to get rid of this. I don't know why I cannot get rid of that. Anyway, people from YouTube, I'll see your comment here whenever you decide to write a comment. So the state, I have my auth store, so I have the user, the ID, the email, first name is admin, is teacher, created out, dated out, obviously not the password. The meeting store, I'm guessing that's when I go to home. Okay, I should have the meeting store now. state meanings. There you go. Have all the meanings here on the state. So that's about it when it comes to state. But it's cool that through Zustand, like you can use Redux development tools. This is done with Tailwind. I still yet to have like the details. Right now I need to do a wrapper, so whenever you log in, I need to do sign up. But anyway, whenever you do the login, you should not see the login, and vice versa. If you're not logged in, you should not be able to see the meetings. There's still so much logic that I have to do, but anyway, that's that. So let's get to it. So right now I want to do precisely this: protective use if users are not authenticated. So I'm using another project as support, where this is like my wrapper. So what I do is I generally, I'm not sure if this is like a good way of making sure that I have a token. I could easily just get that from the state also. If there's a user, then you know, I get that from the state, and then I just return the children that will be wrapped around this routes wrapper. And this is also Next.js, so don't worry about you know, wrapping routes. It's really not routes, actually. I should call this just wrapper, because this will be wrapping around the whole application. So yeah, so I'm gonna do that right now. We're in the client. I'm gonna have components. I could have different folders like for layout, and then like for like auxiliary components, but honestly I'll just do this for now. So wrapper, actually routes wrapper is fine, and I'll call it routes wrapper because it'll make sure that whichever route you go to, either you are authenticated or you're not. So export default routes wrap. Actually, let me do this. FAC. There you go. So that was quicker. I actually like the non. Oh, there you go. For the function routes wrapper. Perfect. And what I'm gonna do is have a function called const get user, get user state, or is logged in, equals use auth store state dot not get user by token, but I want to have an is logged in, where this is going to be a function that right now it doesn't exist, but in the store is going to check whether there's a token or not. If there's a token, it'll return true, otherwise it'll return false. Let's put some music here. Let's do that before I continue. My account, library. And actually, I'm a little bit annoyed. Last time I streamed, I got copy striked. Supposedly art list, so I'm actually gonna show you guys this. So this is supposed to have royalty-free music. You're supposed to be paying for this in order to avoid copy strikes. And this artist, which I actually liked, caused me to have a copy strike, which is annoying. So I'm gonna try this one more time, but if I get another copy strike, I'm gonna make a whole show out of this and put it on Twitter and whatnot. But anyways. Alright. So let's do the wrapper. Okay, so what I want to do is dispatch, use app dispatch. Actually, I don't think this is the way to go. Let me make this bigger. So for example, let's say in games, or groups, create group index, require auth, true. Okay. I remember. Require auth. That's this is what I wanted to see. Okay. So I don't love this typing, or this, yeah, typing, I guess, where the page will have a is required auth property. So every single page component will have will have this type, and will have a whether is required equals to true or false. If by default you don't see that, then it means that it doesn't require it. But basically what you say is, okay, if the component has require auth, then you're gonna pass an auth guard. And oh, that's the component that I want to. Okay, auth guard. So probably not routes wrapper. Probably I need to delete this one. This is the one that I'm looking for. There you go. Okay, so check token, same thing. See whether the user is logged in or not. I can do this in the store. I'm not gonna do this here. I don't know why in this project I did all this logic in here, but whatever. So that's it. If the user is logged in, then return the children, otherwise return all. Yep, that's it. So I wonder if I can just return children, but that's fine. Return is logged in. Children else not. And I have to have children here. Yeah. Children, which is of type of JSX element. JSX. We're banging. For children does not exist in type. Actually, I may want to rename this also auth guard. Okay. Guard. Children type. Children does not exist in type. Children's element type. Element, not element type. Hey, what's up, Quig Zagib? Good, good. Just here doing a little bit of React and Golang. Killing 2 birds with 1 stone. Ah, what is this? Actually, no, that should be fine. As purpose is not okay, cannot find name. Okay, there you go. That's my dyslexia right there. Children. Okay, fine. Let's see if I can get away without the fragments. Okay, cool. So that's it. That's my auth card. It's kind of like an auxiliary component. Okay. The rest I know, so I can close this. So let's just quit that. And I can exit. Okay, cool. Children. Wow, another typo. My God. Children. There you go. Where I get your ndim config GitHub repo? Yes, let me show you that. Glad that you asked, actually. I want to do a YouTube video about this, but by all means, you know, start going at the repo for sure. So, and this is the alternative, I believe, because I have like 2 already, probably. Ah, hablas español, no sé, es que luego ya no sé quién es quién, entonces. O sea, ya de una empiezo a hablar en inglés, pero te paso entonces el repo, mira. Exacto. Lo que importa es practicar. Sí, sí, mira. Este es el nuevo que hice hace poquito. Y según yo, tiene todo, todas las configuraciones bien hechas. Ahí están todos los plugins. Según yo, este es como lo más ordenado. Entonces, si quieres echarle un ojo. Estoy viendo. Lo voy a poner en los comments para que lo puedas copiar y pegar fácil. Que luego quiero hacer un video y explicando qué cosa hace qué cosa, pero mientras agárralo de ahí, sin ningún rollo. Y creo que hay un programa que creo que tienes que instalar de GitHub para hacer los bin motions. ¿Dónde está Navigation Keys? Creo que es este, no estoy seguro. Checa donde si quieres usar bin motions, por ejemplo, esto de acá, que yo me puedo ir del NeoTree al... Si usas Tmux, exacto. Entonces, creo que vas a necesitar descargar como ir al GitHub. So, Chris Sumi, de acá. No me acuerdo bien si tienes que descargar algo o no, pero... Ajá, creo que sí. Ajá, git clone. Okay, if you're using VMA, you don't need plugin manager. Simply clone this. If you're using LazyMame on the phone, okay, creo que puedes salirte con la tuya sin tener que instalar nada. Entonces, y yo tengo mis bindings, entonces no necesito usar esto ahí. Creo que con el default. Ya lo tengo instalado. Sí, es muy bueno el Tmux, ya lo tengo instalado. Ok, ok. Pues ya, con eso de una. Ya estás. Y ahí tiene todo. Tiene también debugging para Python. Tiene debugging para Golang. ¿Dónde está el setup? El DAPGo. Esto sí, para Golang tienes que instalar Delph. Entonces, para Python no, pero para Golang, Delph. Delve Golang Debugger. Delve, este sí lo tienes que instalar y ya lo demás, todo lo que tengo en Tmux lo puedes usar. Pero ya, es solo eso. Una vez que instalas esto, tienes tu debugger también en Golang y en Python en NeoBeam. Pero bueno, tú cualquier cosa me dices y ahí te voy guiando cualquier cosa. Pero ahí está bastante completo. Pero bueno, entonces sigamos con el authguard. Return installation, unable to reach code detected. Yo no sé por qué me está haciendo estas cosas extrañas. Ok, ya, listo. Debería de estar así, así lo dejé. Pero bueno, total. Tenemos eso. Coño, esto yo ya lo había hecho rename. Bueno, vamos a copiar esto de acá. Vamos a pegarlo acá. Podemos quitar el import from React. Y podemos eliminar este routes wrapper. Yes. Listo. Boom. Ok, ahora vamos al app store. Y Zustand se me hace... Bueno, no sé si seguir en español o inglés, pero... como veo que eres el único comentando, lo voy a decir en español. Zustand es el único... Zustand es un manejador de estado tan bueno, donde simplemente tienes tu interfase y aquí declaras propiedades y métodos. Entonces, por ejemplo, login user, logout user, ahora quiero poner, no sé, declarar el método is logged in. Este método me va a regresar un booleano. Y ese booleano simplemente me va a decir justamente eso, si el usuario está logged in o no. Que esto lo pondría en la línea 30. Me pasé. Lo pondré aquí. Entonces voy a poner is logged in. Que de nuevo esto me tiene que regresar un booleano. Entonces voy a poner return true, cualquier cosa. Y faltó la coma acá. Para que no se queje el linter. Muy bien. Entonces, ¿cómo sabemos si está logged in? Bueno, lo más fácil es simplemente viendo si hay un token. Y la manera en que podemos hacer eso es, aquí tengo un getUserByToken. Entonces yo tengo esto acá, voy a usar esta línea, la voy a pedir prestada, me voy a la línea 17, lo voy a pegar acá. Y if token, o más bien puedo hacer un return. Es más, de hecho puedo quitar estos de acá. Y puedo hacer return token. String is not assigned to type boolean. Token does not equal null. Dice type of string null is not assigned to parameter. Coño. Pues también es como para que también estoy aprendiendo. Ah, ok. Vale, entonces cambio inglés. So what I was saying is that what I want to do is get the token and see if there is a string there. If there is no string there, obviously means that there's no token, hence the user is not logged in. Otherwise, if there's a string there, then the user is logged in. And I have to put here null. Well, notice Yeah, I guess. Type node is not assigned to type JSON parse. No, I wanna. Okay, so I'm gonna have to do this in 2 steps so that the linter doesn't complain, which is a little bit annoying. Okay, so if token does not equal null. Damn, TypeScript looks so much better without brackets. I wish they would implement that, but have been doing too much colon. If token does not equal null, then JSON parse token, and I have to assign that to token. Oh, I mean, I can just do that, honestly, because I just care that I just care that there's something there. Now there's one caveat with this, is that if someone gets caught of this, they could easily create themselves something. So what I also could do, what I could also do is the following: use get user by token, and then if there's a user, then or I should probably use like an is authenticated in the server too. That's a good question. What about people on YouTube? You guys are very quiet. There's 4 people watching right now. Write in the comment section. I don't know. What are you interested in? What are the technologies that you've been learning lately? I'm interested to see what you guys are, learning lately. Anyway, this is something to think about, because again, if someone gets caught of this, they can just write that, put it in the local storage. I mean, it's hard. Yeah, like they would actually have to have an email first. Yeah, no, yeah, I actually don't see a problem with this, truly. Because let's say that they do that and they want to mess stuff up. If they're not authenticated, the user won't be in the state because they didn't log in properly, and they wouldn't be able to create or request whatever. So yeah, I don't see this being a problem. This is fine. I'm fine with this. If I encounter like a problem with this for now, I mean in the future, sorry, then I'll change it. But I'm actually happy with this. I'm fine with this. Yeah. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna do that. So now if I go back to my auth guard, is logged in, that should be working now. This condition will always return true since the function is always defined. Do you mean return is logged in, return? There you go. So now I can go to page. No, okay, I want to go in underscore index, is it? I always forget. This is like the new. Oh my god. Source, app, components, store, interfaces. Layout? Maybe. Boy. This is gonna be an interesting inner subset slide. No, I don't care about that. Main children. Trying to think because I don't know if that's like a client side type of thing, especially if I'm using state to like and I haven't done this in Next.js, especially with all the new server action stuff. Okay, let's see. You guys are quiet. I'm gonna give you a waving hand right there. All right. How to set up protected pages in Next.js. All right, I'll add this for now, but I'd rather see first like should we use Gemini? Auth provider. Meh. Rather user use auth, if not user auth guard, so that's more or less. So you pass, okay. I'm gonna choose one protocol can shared. Give me the authentication of user on server side. If a user is logged in, then show them the content of the provider route. Else redirect it. Okay. So what it's saying is like this, any component could be any page, and I have my get server side props, which is like using the server stuff. So get the token and get the user response, call in an API, which I already have this set up. I can get the token also. I'm not putting it on the cookies, but on the local storage. You know, I can set that up, whatever. And then await res user. So if there's no data, does not allow access if the page is not logged in. Okay, if there is no data, then you redirect to whatever this is. Otherwise, return props data. Sure, I mean, this... Okay. All right. Okay. Let's try this. I've got no idea. Um. Okay. Okay. So let's say I'm in the home page. Am I using client? Yes, I'm using client. Okay, never mind. Fuck. Yeah. um, the thing is that I don't want to use client all over the place if I don't need to. But I don't want to be doing the same thing in every single component. I want to see if there's a parent way of doing it, but the way that Next.js is set up now may not allow me to do or not do that. So like the only place where I see that there's like a parent overview of the whole project where I can use this auth guard is there, but then everything will be client side, which then, you know, am I misusing Next.js then? Though I do want to have some sort of reactivity, so I do want some client-side rendering. The other thing that I do like and see and saw is export default is doing the following. And then pass like a like that. Guess component. But this is more like what I'm looking for, where I just pass like something that it'll allow. So auth guard. Component. Nope. Oh, I see, I see. Oh. Import auth guard. Okay, it's just this. I mean, it's not children, it's just a component. That should work. Oh, there you go. I don't get why sometimes it breaks. Actually, never mind. It may break, but let's see. Ah, there you go. Okay, okay. Invalid hooks cannot be coincided with a function of a component. This could happen for the following reasons. Okay. Okay. So this is discarded for now. Okay, so this is similar to what I'm looking for. Server side import back from here. Wait. Oh, okay, I see. util session. Right. Okay, let's see this first. Session management, authorization decides what routes and the data can access. Okay. So you need a session. Okay. You have your public and private routes. Okay, so okay, fine. So cookie session. So okay, yeah, you log in, pass the email and password. So if response is okay in this case, router push. So you push the person to whatever route you want. Otherwise, you know, console display, whatever. Okay. And I want to see, okay, is there any session management here? Because I don't see anything. Nope, I don't see anything there. Next API. So try email rec.buddy, await sign in. Okay, so it's using like the function before. If the status is okay, success true. Okay. Session management, stateless, browser cookies, next API, encrypted data, set header. Okay, so it is in the cookie section here. Yeah, but database sessions. Okay, this through the server. But I'm doing JWT, so I'm not using sessions or cookies. Okay. Let's see if there's like a nice article here. Okay, I can let's see how they do it. I like to avoid videos, especially if I'm streaming. Thank you. I will be putting up a course. Actually, the course will be about this. You know, I'll be making a course about the application, which right now, let me get rid of the homepage there. But like the course will actually start from scratch, so like very basic Golang stuff. Then it will go with how to set up Docker Compose, how to set up your Postgres, how to do migrations, how to do testing, how to use React, how to use Zustand. I'll finish by deploying this to AWS with RDS, and yeah, like that's what like the course is gonna be. And this is a little bit involved. I actually want to do Stripe payments too, so you can have that to include in the application. And yeah, that's my plan. But you know, meanwhile I build it, might as well like stream. Will deal. So killing 3 birds with 1 stone. But yeah. Things are right, putting together an authentication layer files, not trailing enemies, making secure reliable, blah blah. Please do not use this continuous merely on authenticated system using JWT tokens. If you're building an app that is meant for actuals, please consider using like yes. Still reading. Actually rolling your own authentication depending on the project and depending on the information, but I don't think a lot of people are very against this. Definitely, if it's something that you have to be very secure about it, do use an external provider. Otherwise, I would really do my own auth. Would love to watch you build it out on the stream. I mean, there's a couple of things that I've been building during stream, and like I don't mind that people see what I do. I think there's a lot of value on explaining how things are set up that I think people would really appreciate when I release a course. But also I don't care showing like the project right now and how it works. So like for example, I appreciate there's so many instructors in Udemy that I know how to do a lot in Golang and React myself. But if they release like something that is really like a topic that I care for, and I know that they know how to teach, I will buy it regardless. So that's the way that I think. If my product is so good that even people knowing that there's like free stuff out there that they could use instead, but they still rather buy it, so that means that I'm doing a good job. And for that to happen, I have to provide more value than what I'm asking for in exchange, you know, as a price. Like, you know, if the price is considerably low compared to what I'm offering with the value, you know, if that's a good proposition, then my course is going to be successful. Otherwise, then I'll probably get a really good feedback on people maybe not buying it. But that's the way I see it. Provide more value and you'll get people buying your course. Okay, so let's see. Headers, return headers, data headers, return headers, request. Okay, so I have this, the login, key array. Okay. Next API request. Okay. So update headers and request, blah blah blah. Okay. Silent refresh. I don't. Okay. I don't care about the refresh now. State management system, Redux toolkit, kind of optional. Setup slices, yep, yeah, I've done this through Zustand, much neater by the way. And similar frog slice. Let's create async actions. Let me sit straight, otherwise my back is gonna hurt. Oh, sorry, didn't mean I wouldn't look at the course. I agree with you. Yeah, no worries. I don't mind. Like, again, I'm very happy to give information and knowledge free all the time. I'm just trying this. Definitely want to see how it does, like the course, and see if I can have some sort of income with that. But I'm obviously, whenever I can, I post things on YouTube to help you guys. A lot of the things that I put on YouTube are things that I didn't find myself. So, for example, I actually learned from not one but like multiple courses in Udemy, like how to do concurrency, also from some other YouTube videos, and a lot of them like had a lot of pieces missing. So I put that in YouTube for obviously for free. If it's on YouTube, well, now you can charge, but anyway, it's free. So if people are struggling with that, they can go and watch my videos. Yeah, because I like to help people, and definitely this is like, it's so time consuming, and with my job, like, I barely have time, and it's a very like complex project that I think that I think it has potential to be priced. You use React, like, only create React app with Vite, or what do you guys use for client? I'm curious. Because some people don't need Next.js. I feel that a lot of people, like a lot of companies, they just want to use Next.js just to like put it in their stack. But if it's an admin, or not admin, but if it's a private, or you need to give access to the client if they are like signed in or whatever, they don't need CEO. Like, the only CEO that you need, you can have like a static website, like, not you, the company, whichever company has or does this, they can have a static website with Next.js that you can do really quickly and deploy it with Amplify, and then that route to like the actual private application that is done with Create React App. So that could, some companies could use that and benefit from Next.js like that. Because I remember, like, in some company that I used to work, we were using also, probably like yours, Create React App. It was what we needed. We didn't need anything more complex. And the person in charge there was like, "Oh, we gotta use Next.js." And I said, like, I love Next.js, but I don't think we need it. We don't need SEO. Everything that we do is somewhat reactive. It's a very UI heavy SaaS that we have here, and it's private, so I don't think we need SEO. Let's just stick with Create React App. And they were like, no, we'll use Next.js. I'm like, oh, okay, whatever, I don't care. I like Next.js too. We use RS Pack. Nice. Yeah, sometimes that's all you need. You really don't need to, like, it's not that Next.js is more complex, but I feel that Create React App, or Vite, whatever, the Vite CLI or the Vite thing to create apps, it's just as good if you don't need SEO. So let's try to see this. Let's see what it says. There you go. Response wait, access post, access token, straight API register, refetch, API me. No, I don't care about login. No, logout. No, create extra reducers. Extra reducer builder. Man, I'm so happy I'm using Zustand now. It's not that this is like bad. It's just that so much more boilerplate. Zustand is much simpler. You need to create like your combine reducers file, like such a change. Like that's it. Like this, how so clean. Like interface, like this, just your interface, and then your object. Like, that's it. And then you create your hook, and that's it. So clean. There probably is a little bit of magic here that may do what Redux does behind the scenes, but I honestly, this is enough granularity for me, and it takes me where I need to go. So I'm happy with Zustand for now. Yeah, Redux. I mean, I don't hate on Redux. I like Redux, but I hear you. I agree with you. Sustain is. I think it's a good. It's a more up to date solution for state management that has the same. For me, I think something to take in mind with anything programming language framework is have the most amount of control with the least amount of work. So if you have the same amount of control, whether that be Sustain or Redux, but uh, with less workload, why not just take the less workload? Like you have to do less, but you still have the same control. Like I don't see, not yet. Maybe I'll run into that in the future, but I haven't seen a scenario where Sustain doesn't work as Redux would. So that's just me. I like Sustain a lot so far. Let's function my app. So yeah. Okay, so this is kind of like similar. And this is also like speaking of what is it app? Like here, this is Redux right here. It's just that I'm using an older version of Next.js, so rather than having like the layout thing, I just have here like my Redux provider with a store, and then my protected routes. So that works. All this Next.js is very client side. Let's see if I can use this actually. So I'm gonna close that. I'm gonna go to the layout. Okay. Okay, that's there. And then, so require auth boolean root layout children React node. So what do I have here? My app. Yeah, so the article was definitely going by like an older version. That's fine. So I just need to see if there's like a component where I can pass the next application page props. Damn, okay. Toast container and main. Well, let's see. Next application page, any is not available to React node. Damn. React node. Okay, so this expecting like a React node. uh, Damn it. Okay. Did not see this coming. There must be an easy way. Yeah, I wouldn't say I hate Redux. Zustand just simplifies some aspects for the useful workflows. I think similar to what you said. Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. I hear that. And I don't have a problem with Redux either. There's people that use something different. I think Redux, Redux itself, even though it may have a lot of boilerplate, it has a lot of like easiness once you have everything set up in your application. Whereas if you use like the provider, like not provider, the context that React brings by default, then that can be a little bit of a pain. And like I think a lot of people like get around it doing all server side, which yeah, that helps. If you do a lot of server stuff, then you don't need a lot of state management. But what if you have a lot of state that you need to handle, a lot of like reactiveness, because you just want the product to be reactive? Then I think Redux is a good choice compared to defaulting to server-side rendering. Not everything has to be server-side. Not everything has to be client-side either. So I think that's what like Next.js solves, having the ability to do both. I think that's what's cool. All right, so this did not work. This article. Wonder what version. Easily readme. No, readme. There you go. Next.js. I want to see like the Next.js version 14. Yeah. Okay. So Next.js 14. Okay. Next.js 14. Guard JOT component. I mean, I'll save this for myself afterwards, but I'm sure you guys want to see. Well, actually, you know what? If I can skim through this, what I see though is a lot of like server side rendering. So I see with auth. That is something I'm interested in. Well, session status from. Okay, so you still need like getting a session. Okay, so I'll see that later if it like schema UA backend route guard. He has a typo, but anyway. So that's the node side. Session home. Use client. Oh, okay. Let's see if he has some code. I'd rather see the code. GitHub, yes. Admin dashboard. Page, no. Components. Admin table, no. Navbar. Forms, components. Toaster. Maybe UI? Is it blocked by UI? No. What does he call it? Protected on client side. Export default client side. Redirect. Session status. No, that's not it. Sorry. This is the guy. Get server session. Alright, probably I need to check like how to mix front end and back end. And if I need to see these videos, then I'll see these videos. But I was trying to avoid looking at videos and see there's more like reading stuff. Where did I leave the GitHub repo? I found middleware. Okay, let's see. Okay, nope. UI libs prismat, nope. Pagination. Oh, I gotta change this song. I don't know. I'm gonna get copy strike from that artist. So annoying. I paid for a service not to get copy striked, and then that artist played the other live stream and got not copy strike, but like a copy warning. Agree. Lots of neat pieces in Next. Yeah. I don't know. It like I look. Okay, rephrase. I don't love Next.js. I like Next.js. I think, as you said, there's a lot of neat pieces. I wish that there was something simpler. I think the good thing is that you can do a lot of things with Next.js, so that's good. The bad thing is that Next.js is trying to do a lot of things. So I feel that like with so many things that Next.js wants to accomplish, it also like confuses some people like on the journey of, you know, Next.js trying to do everything. But, you know, you can't have your cake and eat it. So it's cool that you can do a lot of things. Maybe I just need to spend time learning. I wish, I don't know, front end world is like in a very strange moment where a lot of the things want to, like, people want to do it on the server side, but then like might as well just, I don't know, some people say like, why not just use like another programming language, like Go, like whatever you name it, Rust. I wouldn't do Rust front end, but some people do. I don't know. Python, HTMX, like I don't know. It's just, it's so weird right now. Hey, Mr. Valdés, ¿cómo andamos? Veo que traes banda. Versus I don't reach for SSR and JS and use Golang instead, to be honest. Yeah, I don't know. I wish that there was like a neat way of doing front end, like either with another language or just like JS conforming to a simpler thing. I think that would be cool. Somos pocos, pero venimos bien duros. Eso es todo, chinga. Que vi que también estuviste haciendo un poco de Golang en tu stream. Voy a intentando hacer OBS en GP. OBS en GP. Sé que OBS es el... Oh, and Go. Ah. See that I'll switch to English, but I remember that you were trying to do like a TCP server, trying to get like the chat, the people from Twitch, like getting their information into a Go server, right? Something like that. And me, I'm just trying to do simple things and not succeeding as I would like to. That's already working. Nice, nice, nice. So what are you trying to do with OBS? By the way, guys, for you guys who don't know who Mr. M. Valdez is, he's a DevOps slash software engineer doing Go stuff on his stream. So if you guys are curious, do check him out. He's more on the infra side sometimes, doing Kubernetes, really cool stuff. So definitely check him out. Create scenes via OBS WebSocket to play sounds. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, I need to get into more of those things. Like definitely like do more. Just for the how do you say, like diving into the rabbit hole type of projects. But currently I'm trying to like finish. I'm doing this, like I want to finish this Udemy course that I have, and it's taking so long. So if I don't force myself to do it, I'll never finish it. Not to derail you, but I would recommend looking at HTMX, Alpine.js, and Temple Golang. It seems to be really powerful, but I need more time with it. Yeah, I don't know. Some people may not like what I posted last time in YouTube, but let me show. Let me put it here. There's a way to show your videos, your channel. So I put like you should learn Svelte or HTMX. By the way, this is clickbait. I know some people like didn't react well to this title. So disclaimer, this is clickbait. I don't think you should learn HTMX or Svelte. I definitely think both are good options. So now that's out of the way, I don't know. I do have I have a project here. Where is it? I'm gonna go HTMX. So like I did my fair share. Like I tried something. I don't know. I didn't love it, and I was using I'm using Temple. I'm using HTMX, not Alpine.js, not to my knowledge. Yeah, but I don't know. I'm not there yet. Maybe I need to like do more projects with it. It seems that it has a lot of potential. The only thing that I don't like about HTMX itself is that it takes JavaScript away. And being doing a lot of front end before, like I like the aspect of being able to do JavaScript. So that's something that I'm like, I'm not too sold. But you know, I've tried it. And by the way, I do know that this is nothing. I know that this is like such a simple and starter project that this is not enough to judge HTMX. But like, I'm not sold yet on the use case or way of developing. So yeah, I just have to spend a little bit more. Lol, lol, hey, whatever makes people click. Yeah, I only did one video. I'll probably won't do it again. Definitely got a lot of like, I only got bad reactions to the video. It was funny to see, but I don't know. I don't think it's my type of thing. And I see a lot of people doing it, and it pisses me off because you can see right away like that's so clickbaity. And yeah, I just wanted to test it to see if like the views would double. I was just literally curious to see if that's why people do clickbait. But I just had like this video did just as good as my MongoDB simple API video, and this is just a straight to the point educational video. So I said to myself, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do clickbait videos ever again. I don't think I have the need, at least not now. Bro, JavaScript, yeah. JavaScript. Until something better comes along, I'm just gonna keep doing JavaScript for the front end. GitHub.com Temple is a repo, and yeah, I was about to give open source side with Golang, but Alpine adds back reactivity with a neat JS piece. I'll try that honestly. if I see something that looks nice, like I've done also server-side rendering with Go, with just not templating, not with temple, sorry, but like with the templating system, which is not temple, because there's temple and then there's just like the built-in templated system of Go. I've done like a lot of projects with the templates in it. I think it's really good actually. I still have like, you know, my special place for React because I spend so much time doing React that I don't want to like just let it go by. But I want to put like either a YouTube video or something where I show how to only do server-side rendering with Golang and, you know, the HTML, the CSS, the JavaScript and all that good stuff. Mayan, hello. Shivam, you doing graphics or animation? Oh, not graphics or animation. I'm just doing like full stack application. So here, it's just like a full stack web application, you know, where people log in or subscribe. There's a lot of things to be built in. Like, I know that this looks so bad, but like behind the scenes, there's so much work done and still like a lot of work to do. You know, where I have like all my services, the SQLs, you know, there's a lot of stuff done, and I know like I want to do things like step by step, which I don't know, maybe talking another really from me, thanks. No, I actually like having the conversation with the chat, because otherwise, like, you know, the stream can get like very quiet. I think it's better to have like that that talk with the chat. I definitely have to learn how to chat, as well as like doing some like browsing, as I'm doing right now. I do, you know, either way, I'm gonna end the stream like in probably 10 minutes maybe. So either way, don't worry about it. But still, I do think it's good, or even better, to have like a back and forth with the chat rather than like having a silent streaming. Are you doing coding? Yes, I'm doing coding. Shivam, I'm doing coding. I'm trying to get the authentication guard working, where if I log out, I don't want people to see this. Now, you cannot see, so I have some server side protection where if you don't have the token, you won't be able to see the data. So that's already some sort of side server in protection, which is good. But I don't want you to see the homepage at all. I want to do a redirection in the front end, whether that be like server side with Next.js or client side with Next.js. So what I would want to do is, you know, once you have loading and see now the meetings are showing, which is good, you know, protection on the server, making sure that there's a token with the request. But I also want to do this with the front end, where if there's no token, then if you click here, you would see like well, you would see this page. That's what I'm trying to do. Not being very successful at the moment, but that's what I'm trying to do. Are you using Next.auth? No, I'm not. I'm using just my own like authentication. So I'm actually using everything on the server done with Golang, where the authentication would be through the login handle, where you just make sure that you know, a user exists. So that's like the first like barrier to pass, if or check. If that check passes, then you make sure that the passwords matches. So check if the passwords encrypted match. So you encrypt both and they should turn out to be the same. And then once you pass through this, then you create a JSON web token and send that JSON web token. So that's like my login, and you know, the authentication is kind of similar. I mean, the authentication, the sign up. Oh, there you go. I was like, why is this not? The sign up is very similar, where you check that the user doesn't exist already, otherwise you cannot sign him up. Oh. And you encrypt the password, you write it in your database, and you send, you know, a message successfully to sign up or whatever. So that's on the Golang side. Obviously this is, you know, this has to have an SQL code or like a method in the store. So for every service, this is very like hexagonal type of architecture, or type. This is a very, yeah, it's hexagonal architected. Where you have like, you know, you have your meeting. So for each meeting you have like the router, the store, and the test. For subjects, router, store, and test. And I found that this is very easy to maintain and model and test. So that's what I've been using. Where here, as you can see, H, that being the handler, has a store property, which would be the store right here, which I'm in the users actually, so it would be actually this store. And then the store itself has a create user method. So if we go to the store, right, I create my interface, which by the way, this later will help out doing unit testing. But without digressing further, actually, sorry, I went into the types. That's not where I want to go. Yeah, I went into these types. I want to go into the user store. And there you go. So you have your get user by email, you have get user by ID, your create user, which you will use this in the sign up method. Get teachers, this is just something that I want to do. It's already working on the back end. But I haven't implemented that on the front end. And then you have your, wait, I should have the create. Okay, so maybe I have it here. So create JWT. I don't think this is particularly part of the store. So I just have this method here, say with the password matches. So I just have these two methods here rather than in the store. I get what you mean. Been in the Go world for a while now, so I know hex, arc, and DDD patterns. Yeah, I'll be honest, I struggle with DDD patterns, and I've been like doing Golang for a long time. I've only been doing that for maybe 2 years, a year and a half. So I haven't been doing Golang for that long. 2 years. So I still struggle with DDD patterns. Sorry. I feel that that is very specific to microservices. So I haven't had the chance to, like, I've done microservices, but not with DDD, domain-driven design. We use JWT at work, so was just curious. Yeah, I think it's the easiest way of implementing, and it's more scalable. Later, there's like some concerns that at scale you have to like be cognizant of, but it's the same. It's the same principle, like Cognito, OAuth, like they also send you a token, so it's kind of similar. It's just you yourself creating that token through JWT library. So I think it's fine. Obviously, I used to work at a company where they were government related, and they had to have a lot of security. So we delegated the authentication stuff to AWS, which they're like a really tight, secure auth provider. So, you know, that's what we used. Okay, so I'll give it 5 more minutes and then I'll resume. I'll finish the stream, but let's see if we can find something. Hot Garden, Next.js 14 client side. I think I already have this open. Next.js. I think I did open it, but whatever. Auth middleware. This is like the old version of Next.js. This is like Next.js 13 or 12. Next.js client protected routes. Okay, let's see that. There's to protect in Next.js. Let's see how 3 months ago. Okay, I'm excited for that. Let's build a Next.js app to gain critical understanding of route protection. Here, the Next.js renders content on both client and server sides. It's crucial to understand both server side and client side route protection. This article we will explore the most commonly used in practical concepts of goes real world products. Let's generate Next.js. Okay, cool. Navbar done. Root layout. This is where we are at. So I have my navbar here. Okay, same thing. So this is very up to date. I'm happy with that. After updating the layout tx file, the next steps involves checking the user status for our purposes. In this way, we will use a Boolean variable to play around with other user, which is what I have. So that's cool. In a real world scenario, you would typically fetch user data from an API and store it in a variable. Yeah, I have it on the state. The code snippet below illustrates how I create the Boolean variable instead is authenticated. Yeah, have the same thing. Okay, once these setups are complete, the next step involves creating 2 pages name, higher order component, and middleware. Okay, I'm happy with that. We're getting somewhere. See, you see Wall Diddle. You see Wall Diddle. This is good because of the conversation. So it's good to have that conversation with the chat. It took us here. I would say so. Took us to the solution, yet to be seen, but I think so. Okay, so higher order component or HOC. This higher order component. Cons middleware. This is middleware component. Okay, good. How we do into the action partitions around using 2 approaches. Okay, so they're both client components, which is kind of what I'm looking for, because I'm using Zustand, which is a state management, which is for client. So that's good. In the context of React, a higher order component is a function that takes a component and returns a new component with additional props or modified behavior. Okay. It is a way to reuse component logic and share it among different parts of your application. For route protection, HOC can be used to route components that require authentication. The HOC can check the user's status and either render the component if the user is authenticated or redirect to a home page if the user is not. Okay. Use effect is authenticated from this. I'll get it from Zustand. Hold on a second. From session? What did I miss? All right, so I'm guessing I can just replace this from for my hook, my Zustand hook. So I can get is authenticated and put it somewhere here. Okay. And yeah, it's just that instead of session, I'm using Zustand. Okay, cool. Now, if it's not authenticated, redirect. Okay. But then why if not session return null, like, so you don't render? Even though you're already doing redirect? Okay, I'll. That looks weird, but we'll keep on going. HOC, div HOC with authentication HOC. Okay, in this example with the HOC wraps the with odd, Hawk wraps the HOC component. Okay, so this is what I had in mind. Okay, so I was not that lost. Lol, I guess so. Got somewhere. Yeah, we got somewhere. Now I just gotta see that this works, which it looks like it's, you know, this is going where I'm trying to get to, so that's good. Otherwise, this will be redirected to a homepage. Okay, cool. Middleware. Here, the middleware will perform the same task of checking whether the user is authenticated, and if not, redirect to the homepage. To protect routes, the protected routes are stored in an array named protected routes, and the user authentication status determined. Okay. Okay. Actually, this looks okay. So basically, all the routes that I want to protect, I will have to put them in here. So if the user is not authenticated, and the protected routes includes, like, so if one of this is not true, like if both are not true, then you're going to redirect to homepage, which probably I'll default to login, but that's what this is saying. And here you're going to put like all of the protected routes that you want to put. So if any of the protected routes or the user is not authenticated, then you will redirect. I know it says and, but that's like because you want both to be true, meaning so the user has to be authenticated and the routes have to include, no, sorry, what am I saying? If the user, respond next. If it's not protected and includes like some of the protected, then you redirect. Otherwise, you go to wherever you want to go. There you go. Meaning, like, if you want to go to a protected route, the user has to be authenticated. That's just it. And that's the way that this person made this happen. I think you're right. It's just guard in case the use effect doesn't fire. Oh, I see. This guy just does it all in the middleware. I get you. Let's see. Copy link. That's very on Vim, on NeoVim, using the mouse a lot of me. And next is redirect, return redirect. Yeah. Middleware. Yep. Yeah. And then gotcha. Yeah, I'll try this and see how it see how this works. The HOC is definitely like just for the example. Like this can be anything. All right, let's try this. So I already have my nav bar. This can be anything. So now I just have to create this is the middleware component. This is like the middleware thing. Now this is the with auth component. Here's a basic example of an authentication HOC. Okay, let's try that. I will put this on the side because I'm using a white screen, so you guys cannot see on the left portion of my screen, but in case anyone wants to follow, that's the link that I'm looking at. Either way, I'm gonna be coding here, so why not just look at this. So let's close the Golang portion for now. Components, auth guard with guard, same difference. I'll leave it like that. I won't change the name just to like be one-to-one with the tutorial. This is fine though. So now component, wrap component. Output component. I don't like the fact that it's wrap component any. I think I like it as element. If I see that I struggle, then remember to change to any if needed. But I rather leave this typed. There you go. So return function auth guard props. Okay, props should be any because they can have, you know, if I'm returning a component with props, then they should have any. The props could look like anything. Is logged in would come from use auth store. State logged in. And then use effect. If not logged in, I really wish that JavaScript, if JavaScript could get rid of parentheses, that would be a huge, maybe not a huge difference, but it would be somewhat of a difference. That would be such a cool thing. I don't see that happening, but that would be cool. And honestly, the semicolon is also like, why not just get rid of semicolons? It's so like optional. Like I'm gonna forget about semicolons. Look, I think there's very few instances where actually you need semicolons, but I'm just gonna leave it without semicolons. I don't know. Maybe I've done too much Golang. Okay, so that's my use effect. Let's leave some space so there's some like some order to these. So if it's not logged in, return all, otherwise return component with whichever props the component has. Component gonna be its element. Okay, as a JSX. Okay, so JSX dot element. I'm gonna have to cover the chat. Well, it's very rare that you need a semicolon, but when it breaks, it sucks to debug. Yeah, there's a lot of things that I wish that JavaScript would change, because has potential for like, if there's like a rewrite, it could have a lot of potential. Like if there's a good, like what Gleam, it's just like Gleam can be too much sometimes. But Gleam, if it would be done in a not a very functional programming way, could be like what people would wish for JavaScript to be. That's how I would put it. But I don't know, maybe people hearing this that do Gleam may want to kill me, so what do I know? JSX element. That's what I have. Type element type. Okay, as a JSX component. I know I've used this before with no trouble whatsoever. JSX element component. And with TypeScript. I remember doing this before. Component gonna be used as JSX component. Its element is not a JSX. Let me Google this. Okay, let's open the chat again. What is it? How is this valid? Okay, I was gonna say. That's weird. Type of React component for props for interface. I don't know. No. Okay, that's what I don't want to do. I have JSX element, which is why it's 0. Reactive C image page props. Just declare the same way that you would declare a functional component with all the needed props. Reactive C. Let's get rid of this to avoid any confusion. I don't want to use any. It's not a good practice, but it is driving me nuts, and I don't want to like focus on unnecessary things. Okay, I guess that's a good. I guess that's a good compromise. Okay, whatever. We'll correct if needed. Okay, so that's that. React components pros. Okay, so that's good. So that's with my. Okay, so now with auth. So now I have to use a middleware. Okay. Okay, so now I have to pass this somewhere. So let's say that I want to pass this in my home page, which is this one. So I would do auth guard. And let's see if this doesn't, okay. Did an error out, so that's good. Oh, love the type, love the any type. React elements. Let's see, actually. Well, the thing is that here I have like the any is meant to be like any type of props, and since we don't know what can we get from the component, it can be anything in this case. So like in this particular case, I think this is either I pass all the different possible types that I may get to be like super explicit, or I just leave it like that. Like I don't think there's a way to make it generic, but I don't know. React element, maybe. Let's see. Yeah, no. What was the other one? React component type. Hey, that worked. If it doesn't break, I'll keep it. Nice. Would even make it any myself as well. Yeah. Yeah, I don't mind trying. If it works, that's good enough. I'm fine with that. Okay, user is authenticated now. So now if we log out, oh, I haven't implemented the middleware. Okay, so just so you guys can also follow with me and don't like stare at my code without me not doing anything. So let me put this here. This example a component, the user is authenticated, the will be rendered. Otherwise, the user will be redirected to a home page. Well, then this is not working. If this is not working. Wait, actually, hold on. Did I log out? Log out, okay. Oh no, this is the home page. Duh. I wanna I wanna redirect to login, so could be working. Login. Yeah. Okay, let's try this. This is not working. Shouldn't the effect have fire? There's two things that could be happening. Either is logged in is always returning true, which could be something that may be affecting this. So what we can do before I even go into debugging that, I can just force to return false all the time for now, and then make sure that what I was doing works. Okay, so now we know that for sure we are going to get false, so we should see the login redirection all the time. So it's not the is login hook. We know for sure that this is not working. I don't think this is making it not work either, but just getting rid of possible causes. Actually, let's see the console. Okay, it is because of the JSON, so that's fine. Yep. I mean the token, so that's fine. Get user slide token, yeah, that's fine too. Auth store, that is fine too. Okay, so I don't mind. What I do mind is that it's not working as I intended. Oh, I didn't put use client. Maybe that's use client. Shouldn't the Fed have fired? I think so. Um, the use effect works. So the auth card has been like that's been read. I mean, I just want to see a redirect. I mean, what am I doing? If so, I mean, that's essentially that. Okay, so it's not the redirect part. Like this works. This is being called I wonder what is the value. Why is the use effect not here? Or maybe because of the redirection, I don't know. See, I don't like that use effect here. Link to storage on this card. Oh, I see. I think that was why. Maybe I have to do that. Aha, there you go. Now it's working. Made the constant files, maybe it may be the store. I think so, yeah. So because this is a function and this function will get either true or false. Now I'm forcing it for false. But I was not calling it, so it was that's why you were seeing that's why I was seeing the function being printed here. So that's that. All right, so now that we force this to be false, now we need to actually make the actual work there. So right now there's no token because we're not logged in. So if I go to reserve a meeting, that works. If I go to home, then that forces me to be logged in. So that's cool. So if I go to reserve or create meeting page, so I go all the way to the bottom, and I'm gonna have to separate this. So function create meeting, and then I do export default. What was it? Create meeting. Damn, that was awfully slow. I should use my key bindings more. Create meeting and then auth guard. Wait, hold on. Is this on the TMUX side? That's interesting that I didn't get the... Local storage is not defined. What? Okay. Interesting that I get that, but we'll see. If I log in and all works, then we'll see. Okay. So this will redirect me to the home page. And if I refresh, there you go. Then I still see this, which is the expected thing. But then if I log out, it takes me to a login. Perfect. If I go here to reserve, it also takes me to a login. Nice. That's what I wanted to do. But if I go to login, then boom, all good. What? Yeah, right? Like, that's so weird. This thing right here. So this in the store. So that's on the odd store. Excuse me. So is logged in. Okay, so it's saying that this is not local storage. Wait, let me change this song. I feel that this song is either in loop or this been like this song lasts ages. Yeah, this has been in loop. Okay. Okay. All right, let's see this. Gonna bookmark this. Next.js Asgard. In case I want to reference it later. Okay, that's working good. Log out. Okay, this is not protected, which is why it's not redirecting. But that is, so that's good. Cool. It's logged in, local storage. Reference error, local storage is not defined. What? Why do I get local storage is not defined? Local storage defined error generally occurs when you try to access local storage in JavaScript, but browser environment where your code is running does not support it. Rows local storage get item split. It looks like you're trying to use this module if I'm not mistaken. What? I have to check if the local storage is undefined. It's probably running on the server pre-rendering. I guess that makes sense. That's weird though. Before I didn't have that. Probably it's because of the nullable, like the null thing that I'm trying to do. I mean, this is not right. But I'm just trying to see if the error, if that particular error goes away with the changes that I made. So let's clear that. Change. Yeah, I don't know why I did that, but I mean, I guess so I can see the change code very clearly. But anyway, let's see if that goes away. So if I refresh, it should trigger the is logged in. Okay, no errors. That's good. Okay, I was getting scared for a second there. Perfect. 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 So now I want to change this. This looks weird. If I click this, this square should go here. If I click here, square should go here. So I'm gonna change that. Also, I want to change this. I don't love. Oh, that is the well. I was getting excited. Anyway, I should not display this if I'm logged in, and I should not display that if I'm not logged in. So let's do that. This is a quick fix. Oh, and I'm still getting this thing. Wait, did I? Error Windows not defined local source. Yeah, so I think use effect and client component. Window local storage. Okay, window local storage. Okay, so let's see if this works. Thanks for the add days login to your use effect dependency array. I don't think it's needed. To the use effect, where at? Here? No, not here. In which component? You mean in the auth guard? I mean, it shouldn't. I don't think it's necessary, and I'll tell you why I think this. If I see something different, then I'll change this. But so this component will trigger two different renders, which is every time you go into a new page, it will render that component but with this functionality, so it only needs to run once, which is why an empty array, I think it's fine. So for example, if you try to go to the home page, which is this one, then it'll render the home but also with the auth guard component functionality. But let's say if you're trying to go to like the reserved meeting component, it'll go to this component but also this being executed initially. So that's why I don't think you have to have like the array dependency with is login, which is why, like for example, right now, if I do reserve, you know, that is working fine. But if I do logout, see, like I didn't have to have anything. So I think it should be fine. So yeah, I don't know. I think, and for example, if I go to login, well, I'm there, and it'll automatically like You know, it knows. So if I'm, damn, yeah, this is very misleading. If I'm here and when I log out, like automatically like takes me to the login. Maybe I have a redirected my logout function too. But anyways, I don't think it's a problem. Also, to double check. And damn, the window thing didn't make this stuff. Okay, I'll check this later. Let's see. I want to double check this. I believe it did not have it. I don't think you need it in the array in the dependency array. Yeah, I don't think you need it for the same reason. So it should be fine. This I also don't know. Like, I guess this to check like from the we're from the same touch checking whether the users do not redirect to how to protect the road. Sorry. Yeah, I don't see how I will need this later, but I'm not sure. Anyway. Oh, I was mirroring the link I sent to require a wait on the local search basis, but you're right. They make you make your store as your client or lazy load and disable SSR. Yeah, I think yeah, in this case it was not needed. What is interesting though is that like the window thing didn't help. I thought that also was like it makes sense what they were doing in the article, but also I guess I can do if type local storage is equal to undefined, like this. Let's see, that's such a weird way of resolving this, but okay, never mind. This is too much. I think what you're saying is that maybe this has been rendered. So if tab local storage is equal to defined return if pre-rendered type of. How is this? I'm making sure that I return Boolean all the time. So why is this? Oh, duh. Yeah, I don't like that though. Retry. Yeah, no, I saw that. that will affect. That will affect. Okay. Yeah, I have 3 errors. Okay, it works. Now I don't have errors here. Is it not possible to put use client on this file? I think I have it on the, well, not in the auth store. It's not a TSX, I don't think. Oh, well, yeah. I guess it was that. Yep. Well, guys, I have to cut my streaming here. We got a lot of the stuff done that we wanted, which is good. So I can do one last thing. Const is logged in. It's equal to use auth store state is logged in. And then I can do the following. Is open, is that open? No, where's my routes? Need that work, yeah. That worked, that was good. Thanks for the advice. Const auth pages. I know how to do this. Essentially, I just add like one more thing here. Kind of like the auth button. Set up into. Oh yeah, I have the logout redirect, so handle logout, handle logout. So I'll just do the following. Is logged in. So if the user is logged in, then this person can be here. This person, that component can be there. Otherwise, the icon, what do I have for login? This right here. So I have logged in. Okay, so action. No action here. To have like path, alert, URL. Yeah. Okay. So log out, that's good. So when I log out, I should see login. Take still log out. Yeah. Oh, duh. Good catch. You can tell I'm tired. Log in. Thank you, sir. There you go. Nice, log out. Perfect. That's all I wanted to do today. That's it. I'm gonna stop the streaming here. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you, Waddle Deal, for helping me out. And I'll see you guys on the next stream. Peace.